Hello, welcome back to the channel. We're just approaching Deepcar railway station. This was opened by the Sheffield, Ashton-under-Lyne and Manchester Railway in 1845. It's located on what we now know as the Woodhead Route. It closed in 1959. So what we're doing today, we're going to have a walk along this disused line down to Oughty Bridge. Now, after closure, Deepcar station became a private residence. So we'll respect that privacy and not dwell too much on that. I feel I have to show you this amazing survivor, this lamppost here. This ground frame operates these catch points. We'll have a walk down, see what we can find. Now we can still see the remains of the Sheffield bound platform here, just in the undergrowth. There's the remains of a trackside hut. Here, look, remarkably good condition. Anyway, moving on as we head towards Oughty Bridge. Like I said, this line's become out of use recently. There are talks of getting the Sheffield Supertram network running up here, up to the Fox Valley retail park. Personally, I can't see it ever happening. I could be wrong. Still cable hangers along the trackside here. This section, of course, was electrified in the 1950s. I believe it was 1983 when passenger services ceased on this section. They used to run up to Penistone on this line up from Sheffield. But I think after 1983 they were diverted through Barnsley, Penistone, Huddersfield, that way. So all this construction site, we can just see to our right here. I think it was formerly sidings and a brickworks in there. It's all becoming housing now. We'll nip down and have a look, show you what's going on. Yeah, this is the site of the former brickworks. So, back to the track bed. Looks like we found the remains of a signal post here. A little bit further along, one of the cut-off supports for the overhead line equipment. There's quite a few of these along this section. Looks like a bit of a drain here. Don't think it's still in use. Can't hear any trickling water. So just to our left, up through there, is Warncliffe Woods. Very popular among cyclists and horse riders. Some nice Nice paths to walk through there, to be fair. It's also well known for logging. So we just found the remains of a HT cable joint box from back in the days of the electrification. You'll see there. We're at a point now where a bridge carries a line over a footpath. You see the steel handrail here. Just have a look down. Holder will nip down and have a look underneath. See what it looks like from there. So this is looking from underneath. It looks to me like it's been extended a couple of times. For the simple reason, this first section is in brick. Now the centre section is in stone, which we're assuming is the original. And again, there's a section here in brick, so it looks like it's been extended on both sides to me. We're now back on the track bed. We'll have a walk on towards Oughty Bridge, like I said, see what we can find up there. So as we've been walking along here, to our left has been a row of cable hangers. Back from the days of the electrification. And I found this structure, which appears to be simply a bridge carrying the HT cables across this culvert. We'll have a look. We'll have a look down there. We're down the culvert now. Just show you through there. Watch on. There you go. Looks like it's collapsed. Just to the left of us now is a substation. This one have housed a switchgear for the 1500 volt DC overhead line equipment that supplied this line. We'll have a look inside. This is where the cable would have come in from overhead. There have been big insulators on these supports. There's quite a bit of underground duct in there. Careful not to fall down there. Looks like the cable came in on underground ducting. Just see how it's filled in there. Not a great deal to see, as you can imagine. It's all been stripped out. Assuming this were a transformer in here. The big vents up there. All this would have housed switchgear back in the day. The trap bed there, look, just walk down. Just through here, I found the remains of a trackside hut. Just see there in the trees. Can't really get to it for these brambles. This structure looks like the remains of a ballast bin. I thought at first this stone wall was a retaining wall. I think, to be fair, it's probably just a boundary wall. It is substantial enough to have been a building at some time. It does have a corner on, so we'll have a look at some maps, see if we can identify what this was. This sign would indicate there's a culvert passing under the line here. Nip down and have a look. Another cable joint box there, look. There's another one not too far away. Would appear this one's blocked up, so can't show you through it. So, back to the trap bed. There's another culvert running under here, look. Let's go down and have a look at that one. Yeah, this looks like it's still working. Just a land drain. There's a foot crossing here, for whatever reason, and taken out of use. All the gates are chained up. signal support here, look. It looks like once again the cables have changed sides. We're now down the right hand side of the track. We've just been down to Deepcar for a coffee, and while we're there, as you can probably tell, it started raining. So we're back up the track bed now. Get back down, have a look around, see how long we put up with this. That's where we're going, look. So as we approach this bridge from underneath, you can see the remains of the supporting brackets for the overhead line equipment. I don't think these have been used since 1981. It's amazing they've actually survived. Have a look from the other side. Don't know if we can see, there still remains of insulators in those brackets there. Another cable joint box here, look. See where the bitumen's run out. They've salvaged all the precious metals from it. Another support for the overhead line equipment here, look. You'll find just down this embankment a few burnt out cars. That one looks to me like a Vauxhall Frontera. That must have been there a while. We just found the remains of a trackside building here. Let's have a closer look. Now, the glazed bricks would suggest it was a toilet. It seems a strange place to have a toilet. If anybody knows, by all means drop it in the comments. Found the collapsed signal post here. If you look, still got the ladder on and the hump at the top. There's also the remains of some operating mechanism there, you can just see. There's still quite a number of these cable hangers down the track side there. You can see there's a deep cut in that stone up there. This rain don't seem to be easing off at all. I think it might be time to call it a day. We'll get another 10 minutes, see what happens. There's a foot crossing here, look. Live up in the woods, see what we can find up here. This track we're walking up roughly follows a route of what's marked on the map as a tramway. Led to a series of ganister mines which were originally in these woods. Ganister being a mineral used in the production of fire bricks. This is the result of a heavy downpour we've just had. I'm just about dry now. These earthworks are all evidence of mining. When you look round, I think there's probably enough material for a video in itself about mining around here. We'll have a look at that maybe. Anyway, we'll get back down onto the track bed, have a look round. If we look on the maps, the area just to our left here, it's showing some sidings. Now I think we're in the right sort of area because there's a stone retaining wall there. You can just see the expanse of flat land. That's looking back towards Deepcar. And just a little bit further on, through the trees there, you can see the remains of a building where that wall is. We're now up where that building once was. You can see quite a bit of stonework. It's a bit overgrown, we'll not try and get through there. But we can clearly see where I'm stood now. It was the floor of a building. I think it's at this point where a branch went off to the right to serve Oughtibridge mill, a paper mill. You'll see a gate post down there through all the trees. Let's have a look. Yeah, this is it. We can just see the alignment sloping down towards the mill there, just in front of us. Oughty Bridge mill closed in 2013. In my day it was known as British Tissues. Since closure the site has been redeveloped for housing. That's looking over towards Warncliffe Woods where we've just walked. You see the remains of the bridge that carried the railway over the river. Oh yeah, look. So we're now straight into the site of Oughty Bridge station. Get a bit closer, have a look what we can see. That's where the siding went off to the paper mill. You can just see there the alignment. Just where that cutting is there, the siding went in to a former brickworks. You can just see the remains of a gate post there. And that's the station, looking back towards Sheffield. This is the site of the former brickworks. It's now been put to other uses, so we'll not go in. It's someone's property, end of the day. There were a number of brickworks in this area due to the supply of ganister in nearby mines. They made fire bricks for refractories. In the last few years we can see it's been developed as housing, this site. You still see both platforms remaining. I came here a number of years ago and took some photos of derelict buildings on this site before this were all redeveloped as housing. I'll find them out and put them up. You can still see the gas pipe along the platform edge there. Would have supplied the lights on the platform. Station Lane, where these houses are now, would originally have left the goods yard. We'll finish here for now then. Thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.